Why hello there everybody, Drawrius here, haha, yes, and welcome to another Draw with Drawrius. We got a second episode here, and so for those of you who are just now here, obviously, we are having a bit of a time lapse of hopefully seeing hands, and I am here in front of the camera speaking to you live. Yes, got myself a green tea over here for this morning to wake myself up, because that's how it be, getting up and making up a good video for you guys, because I sure like to think like talking about here for an hour, so that'll be fun to break the ice, you know. So yes, so what do we have for today? So as a reference, I've been going to a bit of an arc with drawing hands, right? I'm taking a liking to this one artist, Nisio, or however you pronounce his name, on DeviantArt, and his method of going about how to draw the hands is makes sense to me. It's a little too on the technical taste for my end, but the thing I like about it though is that, like, it really is just a general thing. It's like the more you do it, the more of an understanding you get at it. So that's what we're going for. Gets easier with every step. But yes, hopefully you won't see me struggle all that horribly. I just want to put that as a disclaimer. But yes, what do we have to talk for today? I've been watching, because I've been figuring out how to get back into anime and like how to get back into that watching it, because it's like you can draw it, right? That's what I've been doing, and then the watching it is like, I guess, feels like a whole other ballgame, I guess. Because the anime is the style, right? And I like drawing because it's like you get to capture what you see and you put it into your own, like how you see it, you know. And I kind of fell off the watching anime wagon after my favorite one ended, Karake Jozu no Taki-san, and the manga, it ended in such a, you know, like, I don't want to spoil it, even though it's kind of like with romance animes, it's like, oh, they get together, wow, who saw that one coming, right? But yeah, it's like when I read the finish, it was like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? Oh, I'm having anxiety, you guys. Ooh, like, because it's with that one, it was actually the first anime that I had watched to really dive into that world of it, you know. For the longest time, the only anime I actually knew was Dragon Ball. Like, like I grew up with Dragon Ball, man. Had those games, and I remember watching it on the Cartoon Network. that was fun. Even though I didn't really keep up with watching that, it was more like the games on how I knew Dragon Ball, because I mean, how many episodes is in Dragon Ball? Like, when you think about it, that's crazy. But yes, it's like how do we get back on that wagon, you know? So I was like, what is an anime that can kind of rekindle that flame, you know? And there's like many, but there's one that I like to actually took a good liking to is the Ancient Magus' Bride. It's the one with Elias and Chisei, and I like the dynamic between those two, and it has a good setting to it. I like the setting and like the visuals and the story. I'm not 100% understanding on. It's like it deals with the mages and like how technical magics and all that, and I'm over here just like I'm pretty simple. I'm pretty simple when it comes to things like this, right? I'm not like technical by no means, but when I got into it, it was like, wow, because it's like it's just funny. It's just funny. So this episode I just watched, I think it was episode 3 of the 2nd season, and the episode before that, it was the one where Elias has been introduced into. He can transform into a girl now. And in the beginning of the episode, he was giggling like a little girl, and you know, of course, first watching it, I didn't think about that. You know, you think that's a whole nother character, and then it's like later when I watched the 3rd episode, it's like it hit me. I was like, wait a minute, Elias just giggled like a girl. And he really got into character on that one. So that was hilarious to like realize. And I really like in the moments of it where it's like it transitions into that cartoony style of things, where it's like, all right, now we're in for a goofy moment right now. So yeah, I always like a good funny anime, you know, that has good laughs, and the comedy isn't damn, I don't know how to say it, but yeah, it's a funny one to get back into. I'm looking forward to finishing the anime. I saw that there's actually an even 2nd part out right now, which I need to get caught up, you guys. But yeah, what's going on with you guys though? Like, how is your journey with the anime when the drawing of it? It's always it's fun to think about it. It's always fun. It's like cartoony, and I guess I like the realism animes too. What was it? The one that I watched like so long ago. It was the 7 Seeds. I think it was the 7 Seeds, and the story is like the world has gone to annihilation. I can't think of a more better word to describe, where it's like dominated by all these overpowered creatures, and the humans are essentially the ants in the power system, or whatever you want to call it. And now the goal is just to survive. And there's like, I think it was like 7 groups. If you want to say 7 groups, 7 seeds. Don't quote me on that one, but it's like basically they took perspectives of each group of like how to survive and what's going on with their each story, and it's like I really liked how they did that in a way that didn't feel too much. It's like telling multiple narratives. It's always nice to see that done in a good way. Because it's like in Halo 2 that was done too, and I really liked how that one was good. I'm a pretty big Halo fan. Favorite one is always going to be Reach, you guys. But yes. If there's gonna be some awkward silences, that's something you're just gonna have to get used to. We'll get better at that, of course. But yes, but yeah. You know what too though, it's the beginning of the new year, you guys. Are you guys into New Year's resolutions? It's always so funny to think about New Year's resolutions, because it's like you have a set goal, right? Like, I want to do this, I want to start doing this, I want to do that, I want to think like that, and it's like keeping up with it is a true commitment. Like, for me, what I'd like, excuse me, I know, we're keeping that in. I know for me, like, what I'd want to do for this year is, be more communicative, like, have a better understanding of what to say and how to say it, because it's like, when you like from my perspective, it's how to say it, like being a bit slow at it. Or it's like how to say this to that, or like, now I'm in this situation, how to talk about this situation. Another thing too is that, like, I'd also like to get more how to put it, get more challenge, like it's just like I have these moments where it's like, okay, so what to draw next? Like I'm like at the moment I'm just scavenging for what to draw, or like the ideas of what I should do next, and it's nice to get a feel for what to do next. But yeah, those are just the kinds of New Year's resolutions that I'd have for this year. 2023 wasn't didn't feel a very distinctive year for me. It's funny because you may feel the same way, but it's like when a year doesn't feel as prominent or say super mega, it almost feels like it was last week. It's a crazy thing to think about, but yes, it's like I remember that was just last year. So yes, here's to 2024 being a better year, you guys, all around. You know, I've also taken a liking to this woman on YouTube, Mel Robbins. Because going back to being better at the communicative, Mel Robbins, she's quite the icon. She likes to talk about the mindsets and kind of reframing how you think and how to be more assertive. And she goes about it in like ways that, like, she talks about it that doesn't feel like, oh, you're gonna feel good and immediately after you do this. It's like, no, she's a very authentic woman. That's what took me to have a pretty good liking to her. Because it definitely hasn't been changes overnight. obviously, but it's pretty nice because it's like I feel that I feel like I'm gradually getting better, you know, and it's a really good thing to think about. Because as always, you just don't wake up one day and like you watch something and it's like, now this changes everything, and now things are forever and ever never gonna be the same. We a new guy, new fresh thing, and like, or if it does, just send me that video because I want to know. But yes, you know what? I'm actually like tutorials, videos. There's so many good tutorials on YouTube about the drawing and all that, and it's like, for me, my attention span is that of a peanut, like, to be honest with you guys. So when it comes to watching tutorials, it's like, okay, so I gotta pick at what is the main gist of it, because then it's like, you know how when you're in school and you have that teacher that's giving you that hour-long monologue or explanation on how this works or how to do that. I would be lost after 5 minutes. That was literally me. It's like I can only process so much at so quickly and at one point in time, and so it's like I gotta just get the gist of it, or try to grasp it the best way I can. Because if I am trying to absorb so many things at once, then it's like things are just gonna start pouring out of the cracks. It's not a very good analogy. You know, you're gonna see that I use a lot of analogies. They may not always make sense, but basically I'm just gonna start losing you're gonna start losing me if you talk too much, basically. Just give me the overall idea. Try to explain it as if you're explaining it to me. Because then when you put it that way, then we will have a midline, a place where we can meet. Yes. But yeah, you know what too? Like, I've what's the word I'm looking for? So let's I got a new pair of Adidas as a gift for Christmas, and I've really taken a liking to it. Adidas, I really like Adidas. They have their style of fit is very nice, especially with their shoes. I'm a bit of a shoes guy. And with the ones that I got as a gift, their shoelaces are really big, and that to me is like, yes, oh my gosh, because I am not afraid to admit that I still struggle with tying my shoes. It's like when it comes to doing the bunny, oh my goodness, how do I say this, you guys? Like tying the knot and keeping that knot, the knots stay together. Because it's like they always fall apart, and I'm just like, you know what? I'll just tuck it in. Honestly, at this point, because it happens too many times, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna tuck it in. I'm just gonna do that. I'm just gonna tuck it in. That way we don't have to worry about it. And I take like 5 minutes to tie my shoes, and only for 10 minutes later to fall apart again. So, think smarter, not harder, right? But yes, it's like with these Adidas, their shoes and these shoelaces, they're big, so I have much more leeway or leverage on how I can go about it. Because now when I tie my shoes with them, now they stay together and they don't loosen. And it's like now going forward, the next shoes I'm just going to buy are all going to be Adidas shoes, man, because Adidas, they help me out. Adidas are my safe house. Yes. They're also pure white too, so I like that too, because it's like it forces me to keep more, or like to be more high maintenance about it, like, because nobody wants to see dirty white shoes, you know, like completely drenched in dirt and like looking yellow. It's like, ugh, you know, it's like you're ruining a good, excuse me, like you're ruining good fashion. You're ruining good fashion. It's like we got to keep it in tip-top shape, because you know what, like when you keep things in good shape, it reflects upon you, right? Like when it's like when I first started to draw one, it's like, oh, it looks so bad. I can't stand looking at this. Please take this away. Like, I would just go about it like, let's just get this over with, you know? I'm very critique on myself when it comes to making something, and it's like in the beginning I was just like banging my head against the wall because there's just so many things wrong with it. And I didn't want things to be wrong with it, obviously. Like, but you know, the thing is that like you just don't make masterpieces on the first go. You know, that was something that I'm still having to keep it said in the back of my head that we're not that we're not looking to make make a Mona Lisa, essentially. But let's go about this and doing it the best way that we can, right? And so it's like when I think about it, it's like that. It's like, okay, now I don't feel as pressured. You know, like now I don't feel as just self-destructive, I guess, towards myself. Whether it's like I see something I don't like, because it's like now when I see something I don't like, I have those two choices. You know, it's like I can either be like, ugh, this is bad, or I can just be like, okay, so let's see how we can fix this. How can we make this better? That specifically right now being with the hands, which is what you're seeing right now, because hands are such a versatile aspect of the body, you know, because it's not like feet, where there's only so much that you can, like so much movement that you can do, because I'm slowly seeing a pattern with the feet. Well, I'll have to get to that road later, but it's like with the hands, it's much more of a priority, because you know that you have all these kinds of hand signals and symbols and like gestures, and that's not even taking into account the perspective that it has with hands. Like, ooh, we're waking up, you guys. We're waking up. But yes, the perspective that the perspective effect on hands. It's like I have my hand right in front of me right now, and it's like just thinking about it, how to draw it, is like, alright, this would be interesting. I just had my hand in like the spider position, like Spider-Man position. But yes, something to think about. Like, hands are not something to sleep on. That is for sure, you guys. But yeah, do let me know, you guys, the what's going on with y'all. Another thing that I sure would love to get better at is get better with communicating with people and my approaches with them, with you guys. There's we as people, I always love to see people with their own personalities and their own likings, and like to see others have their own mind. I don't know how to say it. I guess to see someone have their own story too. Because we as humans, we grow and we have our own likings, our dislikings, our hates and loves, and just like, to me, I would like to get a better experience on how to approach it, or like just in general get an understanding of it. Get a better understanding of people, basically, because as it is, at times I still struggle to understand myself. Because if you one thing that you will probably see, if you haven't already, obviously, that bit of a different but yes, I have a different wiring with approaches and all that. It's I know when it comes to people, that's another assignment to do, because I can do one thing and then someone else will interpret it into another thing that I actually didn't mean to. Like, for example, I was at my cousin's birthday party, and I was hanging out with them and their friends, and there was this stranger. We were at a park, by the way, and there was the stranger that was like, to give some context, my cousin had tripped while they were running, and the stranger was like, "Oh, you I guess you don't care about him, huh?" Or Like, he didn't say that verbatim, obviously, but I forgot exactly what he said, but it was basically like from that kind of intention. And you know, the thing is, it just turned out like I was just slow to react. Like, not that I didn't care, obviously. I mean, but it's like I was slow to it, and they didn't understand that. And you know, of course, I have compassion for that. It's one thing to how to say it. It's like it's one thing to see something happen, and then it's another thing to like be in that position. It's like, you know, first and foremost, definitely do not be on the judgmental side, you guys. Or it's like I don't to say that was judgmental. I would not say that. It's especially like everyone has their own sense of things, and like their own ways of going about things. So yeah, that was just probably not an accurate example, but it's like basically my approach on things is not as what many would do, because I can do some pretty goofy things. What's a funny story that I come up with, you guys? Let's just to give you guys an idea. Okay. Okay, so let's go back a little bit. So I think it was back when I was a toddler, a wee little boy, 8 years old. I think it was, because I have trouble remembering this too. I was sick, and I was at school, and I had called for my mom, and I was all like worried and bawling, and I was like so scared. And so I was the nurse was on the phone call with my mom, and I was screaming at her to tell my mom to bring the crystals, tell my mom to bring her crystals. I need her crystals, and it was just something like that. And she was over, and the nurse was telling her this, and my mom, she was just so embarrassed. Obviously, to give you guys the actual context, my mom has these beautiful crystals that are for getting more in tune with spirit and yeah, it's such a powerful thing when I get to feeling them. I think she still has them. I may have to go check because they're very, very powerful crystals. But yeah, no, they were not for any witchcraft or no rituals or anything like that. You guys, don't worry. We around here we love Jesus. We praise God. We sing about His holy name and all that. So don't worry. We're all sane from here. But yeah, that was a fun time. Think about it too. There have also been moments where it's like, wow, I can't believe I did that. So when it came to PE, because I always took PE in school. I love PE. When I first took PE, I was like, it didn't start out as like, all right, I want to do this. Like, we're gonna do this. No, when I first started at PE, I think it was like I didn't have any other options as far as like the electives and all that. And so when I took it, I was like, all right, let's do this. When I had to wear shorts for the first time, because for the longest time I only wore pants, and I hated wearing pants after I started wearing shorts. Then it's like I realized just how like for me it's pretty uncovered to wear pants. Like, you will 90% of the time see me wearing shorts. Unless it's for like, the family gatherings and all that, obviously. We gotta stay in good shape. Comes to getting to the families, but I mean, even then I still wear shorts. But still, I want to look presentable, and it's like, that's just it. When you wear shorts, it's like very casual. But yeah, PE is what got me into wearing shorts. I was like, when it came to school, I was like, oh my gosh, going to PE is now the best part of the day. Because now I can feel comfortable, and it's in a setting where shorts are actually allowed. And that was nice. Anyway, where was I going with that? Oh yes, so when it would come to playing the sports and the games, we would play like this form of like soccer or like baseball, a variation of that, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but just try to stay with me. But basically the saying was like a baseball setting, but you had to kick the ball. and you still had the 3 safes or whatever. And so basically, one time we were on teams, and it was up to me to catch the ball. And when I just didn't even think about it, because you know how you see those trademark those trademark pose for the basketball players where they're holding the basketball in their right arm, where they have it open. That was how I caught the ball, and it was the most craziest thing at that moment. Because it left everyone shocked and like paused for a moment. And it was so funny too, because my friend was on the other team, and he was like, "Why couldn't you have done stuff like that when you were on our team?" You know, and it was all the more hilarious because he was, you know, in the gym it was like just a little larger than a football field, so he literally screamed. You know, and I was just like, I don't know. It just happened, you know? Because it was just one of those moments where it's like I didn't think about it, you know? It's like it just happened. So yeah, that was a pretty funny moment there too. Something that I didn't see coming, that's for sure. Because I was full on expecting to get hit by that ball, man. Like, it was coming at me so fast, and I was just preparing myself like, okay, this is gonna hurt, and this isn't, but we're gonna take it. Because it was going right for me. And yeah, I caught it like you would in those basketball poses. So that was fun. But yes, we're coming along towards the end here. I want to just keep it to an hour. Let's see if we can keep it up for an hour, because I have to think about talking about it for an hour. Time flies, you guys. Time flies when you're having fun, as they say. How can we end it though? What's another little story that I have for you guys? So I do want to share. Do want to be personable. What else can we think of? I still have my green tea here. I was thinking about getting some good workouts in after I'm done here, because you know that's also another New Year's resolution. Though I sure would like to get more fit, because well, right now I'm not exactly a chunky monkey. I am not exactly a skinny boy either. But yeah, I would like to get more into that. So yes, that's probably what I'm going to be doing after I finish with you guys. But yes, I enjoyed this little talk of ours. story for you guys. It's like getting used to this camera, talking in front of the camera. Something that I did not think I would be doing. But it's like I keep getting this tether to do it. Like, it's scary to think about, and it's like, or maybe even scary is too much of a strong word, but like, it just feels just surreal. It's like, for me to be in front of the camera and we're talking to you guys, because I was always more like that, the one on the sidelines, I guess, because I like to see others be happy, and just to see others grow, and it's nice because then I incorporate that into my learning, because I have a very observant personality. Like, I always want to see what I can take from other people and mold it into a way that is mine. And yes, it's like, now me doing this, it's a little interesting because I'm having a bit of a tough time looking for someone else who is like me in what we're doing. But it's like, I'm not gonna let that shine me away from what we want to do, because I like doing this, you know. It's an investment. It's getting me to grow and evolve into what is coming for us later, you guys. Man, that sounds so sentimental. That sounds so sentimental, don't it? But yeah, I've really enjoyed talking with you guys, and I hope to see you in the next one. But yeah, it was a nice talk, you guys. Take care, be your best selves, stay awesome, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.